Ryan, Morgan Woodstock's stepdad, has sprained his ankle. How did he do that?
Mindy's pool.
Mindy's pool.
Yeah, I invited everybody over there was a really hot day last weekend. So I invited everybody over for a pool gathering.
Mm-hmm.
And
not a party.
I wouldn't even call it a pool party. It was a pool gathering and an intimate pool gathering. And unfortunately, Ryan twisted his ankle swimming. He sort of kicked off too hard. It's a very small above ground pool. So he kind of whacked his foot into the side of the pool. He twisted his ankle.
And you, the thing is, Ryan normally swim, and Ryan's a very avid swimmer, but he normally swims at a very, very high end kind of swim and fitness club out in the suburbs. Takes up like a city block, you know.
He likes to talk about how it's Olympic sized.
Oh yeah. And in fact, there are 2 Olympic sized pools in there, plus a diving pool. Mm-hmm. And he's very excited. He plays racquetball there, and so. And
to be honest, after he kicked off, Zlobs went in to help, threw him out of the pool, and just damaged it more.
Yeah. This went from a rolled ankle to a sprained ankle on the save. To Ryan's credit, Ryan desperately tried to hide the fact that he was hurt because he didn't want like the gathering to end. So he just kind of like quietly limped into the house and like came out wearing like long jogging pants. And only when he asked Carol, your mom, to drive Morgan, did you realize that he could not walk. So he did not. And like, he didn't say it to you, Morgan, but like you overheard your mom saying things like, you probably should have immediately gone to the hospital. And he said, no, this is fine. I'm not too good to swim in a backyard pool. It's fine. Like he just didn't. So he really toughed it out. But yeah, so he's wearing a big brace and can't put weight on it and is refusing to take anything for the pain, which means he's doing very little of anything. Which, speaking of, that leads us to this week's adventure. Morgan, Ryan needs you to run a couple of errands.
Okay.
Specifically 2 errands. And because it's a whole process with 2 separate errands, you have, of course, enlisted the help of the rest of the infield. So he needs you to pick up a bouquet of flowers for his wife, your mom. And then he has a suit jacket at the Deep, the very, very high-end clothing store downtown that you have to get.
All right, gang. Ryan has a couple of favors. And of course, as we all know, the incident, which I'm only referring to as the incident, Zlobs, which you appear to be speaking, but nothing is coming out. Anyway, we'll refer to it as the incident.
The incident.
Yeah,
no comment.
Yeah. I think we should probably help him out. I don't know. One of them is going to be going to the Deep, so I'm tagging Darby for that one.
Yep, that's me.
Zlobs, Mathers, I just need you to go get a bouquet for Mom, pay for it, and return. Are y'all going to be criminals?
We're not going to be criminals. It's only a bouquet of flowers. I think me and Zlobs should be able to handle it.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? We get locked in a coal chute and get banned and cause the ire of another very, very rich person?
Whenever Zlobs and I team up, just the two of us, everything usually goes fine.
Yeah, it's like above 90% win rate.
I would totally not make this happen if y'all weren't banned from the deep. Oh my god.
We can do it. We can do something, just the two of us.
Yeah, just have faith in us for once.
Mathers, will you check in every 10 minutes to let me know everything is going okay?
Yes. If we're out of range, then we'll see you later.
Send me a
Okay, bye.
Okay, I jump on the back of Zlob's scooter and we scoot away.
Ha! Ha!
All right. Oh,
Let's
Darcy.
go. I'll pick you up.
Yay.
I'll pick you up means such a different thing when one of you has wings. Like if a friend says, I'll pick you up, that's great. But when a friend that has large brass wings says she'll pick you up, even better. Let's start with the florist. So what florist, Mindy and Zlobs, are you going to?
Lizabella's.
Lizabella's.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, let me write that down. Lizabella's. Is it in Somerville or elsewhere?
It's in Somerville.
Oh,
Yeah, supporting local business. So
I'm sorry, Zlobs, where did you want to go? You're driving, so if you wanna go
it's in Somerville? Uh-oh. I went to the fens.
That's okay.
Oh, I'll turn back.
No,
No, I'm turning back.
Okay.
So let's
I wasn't paying attention. I was seeing how quickly I could read secrets going by people on the sidewalk.
It's like the equivalent of supermarket sweep, but for secrets. Like you were just running and grabbing as you. A lot of kind of local homeowners association drama in like West Somerville.
Anything good?
2d6 plus weird.
11.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Nothing horrible or world breaking. There is well, actually, I mean, you are picking up a lot of kind of chatter on the upcoming election. And things are looking good for the Mr. Mathers camp. You see a lot of kind of street signs with a lot of streets. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I did not have his name written immediately in my notes. But hold on.
Bill Delonahue?
Bill O'Delonahue.
O'Delonahue.
There's a lot of O'Delonahue for mayor signage. And, as you kind of roll by, you always try to like ping those homes to see what secrets are going on. And yeah, Mr. Mathers' name and some of the other kind of cabinet members for Bill O'Delonahue's team are spoken of often. And beyond that, yeah, the other interesting news, and you got an 11, so it's going to be very good, is Ted Hopscotch Permanakis has bought an apartment building.
An whole
apartment building?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that?
Yeah, he apparently lived very frugally, and in his semi-retirement, bought a 4-unit apartment building.
Oh,
yeah!
Wow, hopscotch.
Good for him.
Which, of course, it's going to have a very impressive, like, classic small New England apartment name. It's an old named brick building, and of course, the chat will give us the name of the apartment building. The only caveat: it has to sound very impressive and very classic. So that's going on. Yeah, that's the big happy news. It's not always terrifying around here. So
it's below 90% terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here.
Thanks for driving.
No, but I love driving. It's so nice. I can just zen out, become part of a flow or something bigger. It's really nice.
Ooh, okay. The name of the apartment building, by the way, is the Mario, which just
the Mario.
The Mario.
I love it. So let's talk about Lizabella's. I want one of you to tell me about the store and one of you to tell me about its owner.
Well, the store is really cool because it's on like the edge of like a small little forest that just always seems like it gets bigger when you go into it, and you actually, the flowers are growing inside the forest, and just you can get all sorts of kinds of flowers. It's they're like a big tanglement of vines and ivies, and it's really nice. It's you feel like really connected to the earth when you go into those Abellas.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I never know how much of the forest is real or how much of it is, in our maybe own minds, which is exciting. And Lizabella is an amazing person. She wears dresses with the longest sleeves I've ever seen. And her hair is always done up and held together with smooth sticks, which is very impressive. And she's always sort of just humming to herself. She's very peaceful, but also somehow intimidating to me.
Yeah. Lizabella is, for at the risk of being overly broad, an adult. Like an adult that's not like your parents or your coaches or other people's parents. Like, she's humming, and it's always a tune you don't know. And she kind of glides around. And there's this smell of incense. Like, this very specific, fresh, fragrant incense. But you realize it's not incense. That's just the powerful, warm, earthy smell of the store itself. The interesting thing about it is as you said, it's at the end of a street, abutting, kind of a forest in Somerville. And there's a storefront, but it doesn't have any walls behind it. So it's almost like an old Western town set. There's just a storefront. It says Lizabella's. You walk in, there's a little bell that jingles, and behind it is just the forest. So there are trees, there are vines, the flowers are growing from the earth. You're fairly sure Lizabella is... You don't know if she's a sorcerer per se, but she might be one of those kind of alchemical generalists like Nana Mathers is.
I mean, she comes from a very magical line. Her great grandmother is Isabella Stewart Gardner.
That is canon.
Yeah. Very magical family. But even with Lizabella, it's hard to tell because she could be magical or she could just be generally marvelous.
Yeah. And, you don't, it's one of those things where when you see someone really impressive, your instinct is, oh, well, they must be like swimming in magical power. Maybe. But at the same time, Lizabella may just be that very specific kind of warm eccentric that would literally build one wall instead of four and invite people into a secluded forest to buy flowers. So yeah, you start kind of wandering through. There are, kind of under trees or between, like, certain vines are hanging, and there are like scarves for sale from local artisans hanging from them. And...
Oh no, not scarves. Stay away from the scarves.
Yeah, no.
Not again.
There are little tables or kind of moss overgrown stumps that have, postcards and local crafts, and the flowers are just coming up out of the ground. So you are kind of walking through and kind of filling your nose and your eyes and your ears with all of this kind of natural, refreshing stimulus. By contrast, Morgan and Darby, you are downtown, right in front of the Deep, in the shadow of San Felipe Tower. Car exhaust, people walking to and fro, the smell of pizza and sandwiches, a street festival in the distance, city. And yeah, you're looking at the deep, kind of the austere, very refined storefront of the deep with its very small, very kind of century old hand painted open closed sign that of course is hanging on open. And yeah.
Oh, Darcy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Morgan.
I feel like every time I come or walk by here, I just think of that time that Sunman was here. You remember that?
Oh, I remember.
It was a couple months ago. Yeah, it's kind of freaks me out. Also,
darker days of our life.
Yeah. Also, every time I see that pizza place, it makes me think of the time that I ate a meatball sandwich and then I got really sick.
Yeah, Morgan, I had to clean up after you, so I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, you remember? It was real bad. There was anchovies. Anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, it's so weird that that's just how they do it.
Yeah, it's their thing.
It's their
anchovies
thing.
and meatballs.
House meatball.
Yeah, don't order it.
Okay, do you want to stand behind me? Are you allowed in?
I'm allowed in. It's the other two that aren't allowed in.
Well, I know there was still some, the Morgan guarantee.
Oh, right. Oh,
was
no.
Still a problem. I just didn't, you weren't banned.
I didn't give them the Morgan guarantee, but anyway, let's, yeah, it makes me nervous. I'm a little nervous now. I was all fine until you said that.
Okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Okay.
It's going to be fine.
You go first. I'm going to give Darby a shove.
I'm gonna knock. It feels like I should knock.
Okay.
I don't want to just announce our presence. I think that's a thing that people do, right? Okay, let's go in.
The knocking, while appreciated, is not necessary, as we are a business that is open for business.
Just wanted to be polite.
You walk in, and of course the velvety baritone of proprietor and master tailor Weston Investments greets you. He is standing next to a kind of a tailor's dummy with some like magnificent like wool draped over it, and he was kind of pinning things. And he turns and looks at the both of you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Investment.
What voice is that?
Darcy? Angel and Blittle Leaguer? Do you remember my friend Morgan?
Hello!
I could not forget either of you or your teammates, even if I tried. I apologize for that. I hope you do not plan on conducting business, as I have made a promise not to transact anything with anyone on your team, given the events
Understandable.
of the past.
We are simply here on an errand to pick up a suit jacket for Mr. Ryan.
You know, my stepdad, Ryan. God, Mom got me doing it.
Sorry.
Well, I could tell by your respective tones of voice that you are serious. I will secure it from the back room. And mercifully, it was paid in advance, which means we are not conducting business. You are simply running an errand.
Yes.
Thank you, investments.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he walks into the back, and a phone rings, like an old school phone, a landline phone, big loud bell. And he picks it up, and one of you, whoever's feeling lucky, 2d6 plus sharp.
I'll do it.
Sure.
6.
Awesome. Let's do it this way.
Oh no.
This could have been a romp.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on. Let me get the note earlier when they said this was a trap. This episode, this episode feels like a trap.
Hello, The Deep. This is Weston Investment speaking. Ah, yes, of course. Good to hear from you again. Yes, that is correct. An entire 2 bolts of the fabric as spec'd and prepared. Yes, it's currently in the front safe right now. Oh, you won't? I see. Well, they're a reputable service. I will give it to them when they arrive. Sounds good. All right. Thank you for your business, Professor Blattmasters.
Morgan, did you hear that?
I did. Blattmasters.
He's getting nano silk.
I don't like that. What do we do?
I don't know. I mean, nano silk on its own isn't really a problem. It can be used for good. But I don't want Mary and Martha could have it then. That seems bad.
That seems bad. I mean, we're not stealing it. We're just not letting them have it.
Yeah, maybe we just.
Oh no! No!
Maybe we
Switch.
Just intercept.
Mindy.
Yeah?
Mindy. I slipped into another pitcher plant.
Oh, I'll get you out.
Thank you. These things are dang tricky. They smell
I
like chocolate.
know. Here's what you gotta do. You just gotta tickle the leaves a little bit, and they ease up.
Oh,
I love
cool.
plants. Miss Lizabella.
She was Lisabella was like kind of leaning against a tree, like holding a book of French poetry under her arm, and she kind of looks over. Yes, I didn't want to interrupt you. Looked very peaceful browsing. Can I help you?
Well, we're just here to pick up some flowers, but I was going to say, we're Blittle Leaguers with a mostly free day. Do you need any help with anything?
What an incredibly generous offer. You know, I was a Blittle Leaguer myself way back when.
Really?
I was.
What team did you play for?
Well, we are in Somerville after all.
You were a
You
sunflower?
play for the Sunflowers?
Of course I did, under Coach Martinez.
Oh,
She's our coach too.
yeah, she's our coach.
Wow, good for her. Not that I wish she would retire, but she must have been coaching for some time.
Yes, well, she's a very healthy human.
I've always gotten that sense about her. Very healthy and very human.
Yeah.
Well, it is incredibly kind. Well, I suppose there is something you can help with. Just beyond the rear of my shop. Not technically my shop, but just beyond it, there's a tree whose great branches are starting to spread into what I consider to be my shop. Which is not a problem at all. I just don't want to interfere with the tree's growth. So I was hoping the two of you could perhaps convince the tree to grow in a different direction.
Oh yeah, we're two of the most charming members of our team, but let's do it.
I bet we can figure out something for you, Miss Lizabella.
Terrific.
We would do anything to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Do you have much experience in arborcraft and communicating with plants?
We got brain treed once, and that was really cool.
Yeah, once we got brain treed, and also once we talked to someone who talked to a tree. So we saw it go down.
Well, then you're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
While you do that, let me prepare a bouquet for you. Could you describe the person that will be receiving it?
Oh, she's very kind. She makes the best Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah. Those are definitely two things we know about her.
Hold on a little bit. Let me call Morgan. Morgan.
Caring.
I'm in the middle of something. What is
I
it?
can step outside. Don't answer that in here. He doesn't like it.
I'm putting you on speakerphone. Please describe your mother.
What? You've met Carol before. What's going?
Talk about her.
Okay. She's very she's very nice and
We already
caring.
had nice.
Yeah, we had nice. They had that on lock.
Okay. She's over willing to let people do things on their own and let bygones be bygones.
Forgiving.
She's very forgiving. Yeah. And she won't stop watching cartoons. She's a big cartoon fiend. Those are things maybe you don't know.
I hang up.
Hang up on Morgan. I'm gonna find Carol and see if I can grab any helpful things that she's thinking about that might be on her mind.
No.
This is the best way to give someone a gift. I do it every year at the holidays.
No.
Sure.
No.
2d6 plus weird, please, to do a long-range scan of Morgan's mother's mind.
Don't ruin
Perfect.
Carol.
13.
Okay.
Carol is right now thinking about the fact that she and Ryan were going to take an overnight vacation, and is sad that Ryan's ankle is injured.
Oh. Where was their vacation going to be to?
You rolled a 13, Mindy. Where was their vacation going to be to?
Lake Winnipesaukee.
Lake Winnipesaukee. Yeah, and so they were going to go hiking. They were going to go to a spa, and you'll get massages, but you can't really go hiking or get a massage with a sprained ankle. Well, you probably could get a massage with a sprained ankle. But yeah, so they're essentially, while Carol is perfectly happy to just go and enjoy like a very nice hotel near Lake Winnipesaukee, she's a little disappointed that Ryan can't fully enjoy it because he has been working very hard and she wanted him to get away for a day.
Okay. So I said to Zlobs, hang up on Morgan. And then I sat down on the ground and closed my eyes for a little bit. But I'll pop back up now and say, Miss Lisabella, I think that if there are any wildflowers around here that are native to like lake region, New Hampshire, that would be really perfect to brighten her day.
She looks at you very knowingly. Perfect. You're going to hear a little chime in about a minute or so. Your tea will be ready then. So be sure to get some and then handle the tree. I'll be right back. I'm going to get to work.
I love
and then she kind of glides off into the glade.
Zlobs, I don't think we should drink the tea.
Why not? I love tea.
I think it might. The way that she said that made me think that it might be for the tree. Did you get that sense?
Yeah.
Or is it for us?
Well, it seems like there's a whole pot.
Okay, well,
for all of us.
Maybe we'll make 3 cups.
Yeah.
And carry them into the woods.
Also, could you help me out? I fell into the pitcher plant again.
Do it how I showed you.
Oh, I'm in the pitcher plant.
Okay. I get Zlobs out of the pitcher plant again. You've got to stop reaching inside it.
It just smells so good. I just slide in. It's so tricky. So slippery.
Why do you never mind.
What? No, ask her questions, Mindy.
No, it's okay.
No, ask her question.
I was going to say, why do you think it smells so good?
Oh, it's a trap.
Yeah. It's okay. You're a tactical genius. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, it came to me.
And with a chime of the bell, the tea is ready, and you all pour 3 cups. Switch back to the
woods.
God. All right, I run back inside. All right, we gotta figure this out right now.
We can. Somebody's coming to pick it up, so we shouldn't do anything in here. We can wait for that.
What if we took it out of the safe before they get here?
Yeah, because then he's gonna know it's us. But if we let him give it to whoever it's being delivered to, and then we intercept it from them, it will be like they messed up.
How do we?
We
how
can
do we
disguise
intercept
ourselves.
How do we intercept it without them knowing
Well, they'll know it. They just won't know that it's us.
it? Oh, we disguise ourselves. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question for the two of you.
Oh no.
Do you want the delivery service to arrive right now, or the bonded courier service to arrive right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Weston Investments comes out with a garment bag, and he, hangs it on a, like this bronze hook on the wall, and unzips it and says, well, normally I would be showing this to Ryan, but I would like to show it to you as you are taking possession of it. And he kind of walks through how the suit jacket was made with, to his credit, the same level of care and specificity that he would have if Ryan was here. This is as interesting or boring as you both choose it to be, but it is very detailed. You learn about the stitching and, kind of the shoulder plate and all of these different parts of the jacket before he zips it back up and says, do either of you have any questions about the suit coat?
Nope.
No. That was very impressive. That was very impressive.
Thank you. Well, here you are. And with that, our business is concluded.
We'll be going straight home.
Quite right. And you turn to leave. At around now, as you're walking towards the front door swings open. You see what is on the street before you see who's walking in. What is on the street is a, kind of a large white and gray van that says on the side, North Shore Security Systems, with the tagline, for when the human factor isn't good enough. And walking in are a pair of very big, clunky robots.
That's not what I expected, Morgan.
That's not. But this is better.
Yeah, this is better.
One of them stops, and Weston Investment says, hello, I assume you are from North Shore Security Systems. And with that, a receipt prints out from the chest of one of the robots, and the robot kind of rips off the receipt from its own chest and hands it to Weston Investments. Yes, that all checks out. I will take the package out of the safe and transfer to you now. Or in a moment. And he looks at the two of you who are still kind of awkwardly standing in the doorway. Take care now.
You as well.
Right.
Morgan, let's go. Morgan, I have an idea.
Yeah. Oh, what's your idea?
We climb on the top of the truck. And then we make our move when we're a few blocks away.
What's our move?
I don't totally know yet, but I feel good about this first step.
Okay, I'm climbing on the car.
All right. So let's. This is going to be a bit of a stealth roll. How smoothly can the two of you get yourselves on top of the car and
very
stay
smoothly?
Out of sight? Excellent. So one of you, whoever is feeling lucky, I'm going to say this is an act under pressure roll. 2d6 plus cool.
Yeah. Send Zlobs to the other place. Sure.
I mean, that was a 7.
Yeah, it would have been 10.
Okay. So what's going to happen is this. They are at some point, but not before this van drives away, will they realize you are on the top of the van. So they're not going to spot you right now.
Okay.
But unfortunately, they're going to spot you before you are able to spring any kind of trap.
Okay.
As long as Weston Investment doesn't see us.
He will not.
We're all set then.
Yeah, you might get banned.
Zlobs, I need you to put a poll in the chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, I could do that.
And that poll will be winding city streets or highway at speed.
Oh my god.
No.
What is the question for this poll?
When will the robots find the sunflowers?
Easy
Right.
choice.
Easy
Be
choice.
nice.
Easy choice. All right, here we go. Poll started 2 minutes, starting now. Please vote in the chat.
All right, and we switch.
Oh.
So yeah, so Zlobs and Mindy, the two of you are carrying 3 mugs of tea out through the back of the store, so to speak.
Yeah, we keep spilling a little bit of it because we've linked arms and we're trying to skip.
Yeah, we're in a great mood. We're having a great time. It smells nice, relaxing atmosphere. We're like accomplishing our mission.
Yeah,
We're having a great time and feeling very proud of ourselves that nothing's gone off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
We do a linked arm high five.
Splashing of herbal tea.
You know what, Minnie? I'm just gonna grab the whole pot.
That's probably
Yeah, you run back. You're not sure where exactly kind of the store ends. Like you're looking and it's, there are kind of tables and stumps and hanging vines with kind of things everywhere, things for sale. But after you kind of take a relatively arbitrary step, all of a sudden, like the temperature's a little colder. It's a little damper out. And yeah, sure enough, you find yourself standing at the base of this great big tall maple tree with these beautiful branches that are kind of, looking very nice and fresh and healthy in the early summer. And sure enough, a couple of those branches are kind of creeping over that invisible barrier into Lisabella's.
Now, remember, Zlobs, Miss Lisabella didn't want the tree disturbed.
What? Well, disturbed as in like we say something shocking and it goes low and it goes, oh.
No, I think that would be okay.
Oh,
I think that she doesn't want the tree like
damaged,
harmed, or damaged.
Why would I harm it? Well, okay, that's a reasonable assumption. Thank you for directly telling me.
I like to be direct with you.
I unsling my bandolier grenades.
Thanks. Okay.
I take out my packet of explosives and put it on the ground.
Oh, all right.
I take out my emergency grenades.
Okay.
I take out my bottle rockets. My spare pair of plastic explosives. My rocket propelled grenades. Mindy,
and that should do it.
Can you do a quick scan and see if I forget anything?
Okay, I'll look around in Zlob's mind on request.
Yep.
Oh no.
Well, no. This is
quick scan.
This is a quick scan. I'm just looking at your character sheet. Yes, Zlobs totally forgot about the shotgun.
Zlobs,
yeah.
Your shotgun.
Oh, I always forget about that thing.
We all do. Okay.
Yeah, he keeps it right here under his catcher's pads.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't like that
he
thing.
has a whole box of deer slugs and puts all that down. Yeah, and all right, now he's ready to parlay. So
okay, great.
Let's talk about this tree. How does one communicate with a tree, or rather, how are the two of you going to communicate with this tree?
Boy, this is a little out of our depths here. But I was thinking that, when you enter a home, it's polite to knock. So I figured I'll politely knock on the tree.
2d6 plus charm.
Charm. This feels pretty weird. But
It is.
We'll do charm. Oh my god. That's gonna be 1.
No. Did you
Total.
Did you roll a 2? No, we're gonna get trapped in the tree. We're gonna get trapped in the tree.
That's 1 total.
No, it's the lowest it can go.
This is gonna be a romp.
No, it's supposed to be a romp.
Well, maybe this part can still be a romp. Maybe.
Oh no, we're gonna become
maybe.
trees. Oh no, we're gonna burn a tree.
Okay. I'll give you a choice. The tree does not want to talk to you. It's choice 1. Or 2, you two will need to perform some kind of loose and untrained magical ritual to create a psychic connection to this tree.
Yeah, the magical ritual. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a backup plan anyway. I have salt and sugar.
Yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's me and Zlobs do a magic ritual. Just the 2 of us without supervision.
Oh, hey, Mindy, remember last time I did a magical ritual? I ended up in the past.
Yeah.
And then I sunk a ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then a town was named after me.
Yeah.
That was fun. A success.
All right.
It all worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go again.
Let's switch.
Oh, do you want the results of that poll?
I do.
That poll is a final result of 6-3 highway at speed. Thank you, Chad.
70 miles an hour north on 93.
Darby, you'll catch me if I fall, right?
Well, I got you.
Yeah, the two of you are kind of holding on to the roof rafters. And as the North Shore Security Systems van kind of changes lanes, it hits a pothole. And, the two of you kind of go up and down. There's a loud kind of thudding on the roof. And you hear the unmistakable sound of a giant robot pushing a door of a van open. And all of a sudden you just see like a robot's head pop up to the roof and look at the both of you.
Hi.
Hello. Sword.
Flaming sword on the roof.
Okay, wait, it went back down. Okay, Morgan. Okay, the next time. Okay, wait, you see that lake up there?
Yep.
We're gonna get this van in that lake.
What? What?
Okay.
Before you figure out how exactly you're going to do that, a little porthole in the roof opens up, and that robot's head kind of emerges from it, as well as one of its arms. The very tip of which is like a 6-inch long drill. And it's going to attack you.
Sword again.
All right. Darby, what's your plan? What do you want to do?
My plan is to bop it.
Yeah.
Like whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Makes sense. 2d6 plus
bop.
Plus tough? I'm so tough.
Yeah, kick some butt.
9.
There we are. So you're going to do your damage to it. It's going to do its damage to you. The harm on your sword is...
What is it? 3? No. 3.
3. And its drill does 1 harm to you. So, yeah, it kind of pops up. You kind of, the big sword out, take a big swing. It ends up kind of reaching forward with the drill and drilling a hole through your forearm, but not before, or rather simultaneous too, when you kind of bop it over the head with the flaming sword. Kind of it shears off a chunk of its like big smooth head. Sparks and oil start like shooting out the side. It remains fixated on your death. Morgan, what do you want to do?
scream. And so a little hole appeared where the robot's head popped out. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I tell if the car is analog or electric?
The car is well, yeah, you look in, and here's what you see. There were two robots. One of them is currently fighting you, and the other one is sitting in, it's not really a chair so much as a rack in front of where the steering wheel should be, and instead of the steering wheel, there's just a hole, and the robot's kind of leaning forward with its head in the hole. So apparently it drives the car by just kind of smashing its head into it and interacting directly. So this thing, you don't know if it's an electric car or not, but everything going on in there is electric.
Okay. And
Ring, 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 ring.
Zlobs, it's a bad time.
You said to check in. We're doing well. How do you access etheric energy?
Hang up.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Inside, can I see the package?
You can, yes. It's in a wooden crate with a bunch of like maker's marks stamped onto it.
All right, I'm gonna pump as much electricity as I can in the body of this car.
All right.
I'm trying to disable it.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's have that be a. Yeah, we'll call this a. This is use magic. Yeah, with the effect to be temporarily trap a person or monster. I think that would do it if you're overloading this thing. That's what you're doing. So 2d6 plus weird.
All right. 10.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Morgan.
So the effect is that this thing is trapped, aka temporarily disabled. So you kind of reach in, lightning just fills this thing. The robot that is driving, the rear panel off its back blows open. A bunch of sparks start shooting out of the dashboard, and the van starts like weaving back and forth through traffic. But yeah, it's there's no control in there now. Gravity and physics will make work of this soon enough.
Darby, it's disabled. Turn the car towards the lake.
Okay, I'm going in.
Got it.
I'm gonna dive on top of the robot through the hole.
Yes, indeed. So, like this robot's like kind of pushing a drill out towards you. But you kind of muscle your way past it and get in there, and yeah, this thing, there's no lights on in here. There is a front window that you can see out of. I'm going to say this is act under pressure. So 2d6 plus cool. I will give you a +1 because I love this plan and it's super cool. Tell me what you get.
Yeah. 5.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
So I'm gonna give you a choice.
Okay.
This van is going to careen into other cars. So really, one of three things is going to happen. The van is going to careen into other cars. That's one thing. And you're going to just choose which of these three you want to happen. The second thing is the robot in here that has short-circuited is so hot you can't really touch it. Unless, of course, you wrap it in Ryan's jacket first. Meaning you'd be able to actually take this thing into the lake at the cost of Ryan's jacket. Or the third option is you're able to take it into the lake, but you lose whatever is in that box. And you will be unable to recover it. The caveat being someone else can recover it.
Oh no! The first one was other cars.
Big car
Other
accident.
people might.
People might get hurt.
We can't. They can't. They don't want other people to get hurt. That's the whole point of this, is to try to make sure that other people can't get hurt.
Yeah. I mean, disappointing Ryan is on the table too.
Although, we can't let them get the.
No.
We can't let, no. More people would be hurt.
Yeah.
More people would be hurt. We got to get the nano silk.
Say it.
Okay. So, big car accident. Hopefully no one gets seriously injured. And
I think we only have to pick one.
oh, only one happens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Big car accident on 93. Ryan's jacket is destroyed. You lose the nano silk at the bottom of the lake. Those are your three options.
So it's going to be Ryan's nanocycle is destroyed, right?
What?
It's going to be Ryan's nano silk is destroyed, right?
No,
Oh,
it's
so
just his jacket. It's not his nano
His
silk.
jacket. Yeah, I got it. His jacket's destroyed, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we're going with that then. Yeah.
So you get in, like, your wings fold in, you touch the robot, it's burning hot. The jacket! And you kind of wrap it, and boy, this thing is well made and thick. It's an all-season coat. It's heavy, but it's breathable. Oh my god, it's fantastic.
Oh, it sounds so nice.
It smells good while it's burning. How is that possible?
You see the monogram on the lining. It's very, very nice. You wrap it, and you kind of shove the robot's kind of head back into the thing and kind of twist its body. And yeah, this thing kind of banks off a road, smashes through a Jersey barrier, flips a couple of times before eventually kind of plopping itself in the lake on its side before slowly starting to sink into the mud. The two of you work very quickly. You kick out the rear door and grab the big, heavy wooden box and kind of pull it out. An electrical fire starts in there. The whole thing kind of catches fire, and you scamper off into the woods.
Morgan, are you okay?
My shoulder hurts and I got a hangnail, but I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. I just feel really bad for Ryan.
What's happened to your hand?
I got drilled. I think it's gonna heal.
This looks like a star, right?
Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Yeah, just a lot of etching of various sigils.
This looks great.
Yeah. I had a bunch of salt. I used all the salt. I had a bunch of sugar. Use all the sugar. So I'm like taking the rounds from the shotgun and like undoing them and using the black powder to finish all the etchings and all the
that should be
shapes.
Fine.
Yeah. This looks like something Morgan would do. It's nice.
And I can hardly tell the difference between this and something Morgan would do, other than the gunpowder.
Yeah, and Morgan just said, that's all we gotta do. That's how we access the etheric energy.
Should we rinse our hands in the stream before we do it?
Yeah.
What? Don't laugh. I think that's
I feel like one of your pastimes is washing your hands.
I think it's just a good thing to do before you do anything, before you prepare, a soup or, a salad or a spell. The three S's. You wash your hands before.
You wash your hands before you make food? That's weird.
Zlobs.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that in the weekly meeting.
Okay.
We can't. I don't have time to talk about that right now.
I'll add it to the agenda.
Thank
Okay,
you very much. Okay, a quick rinse, finish the tea, and then we just scream in the woods.
So one of you roll 2d6 plus weird, and I'll give you +1 because the other person is helping.
Why don't I do that?
Why don't you
Fair.
roll?
That seems better. Okay. Okay. 9.
All right.
9. That +3 is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but we're at a 9.
Indeed. So so this was a used magic roll. The effect is that you are going to be able to communicate with someone you don't share a language with. That's the effect. But you must choose, or rather, I, the GM, choose a glitch. And the glitches for this, you could take harm, or the effect is weakened or short-lived. I don't like that. I want a problematic side effect to happen. So, and you know what? It's that time of the evening where I feel like the chat should probably suggest what that problematic side effect is. So, chat, obviously, the Zlobs and Mindy, two very amateur spellcasters, created a communication spell to communicate with a tree.
I would say precocious.
Precocious. So, what kind of side effect would be a result of that? And we'll see what the chat comes back with. I'm sure something very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ender has it. That's perfect.
Oh no.
Boy.
Oh, did this happen in episode 2? Like when I was using that bat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's so many good ones. I think we're just going to do a bunch.
No, it says 1. It says 1.
So a number of things start happening.
Oh no.
One, your legs and arms start growing bark. Essentially, you start screaming with the hope that the etheric energies would kind of fall into alignment. And because the intentions you shouted into the ether were, "We want to be like a tree," you start growing bark. And
Mindy.
that apparently is compelling enough. There's such an energy coming off of you that every plant within 200 feet in every direction turns to face you, and that effect is going to be there for at least a day or two. And
we're popular.
Weird.
I feel popular.
And yeah, there is a great maple. I wouldn't say staring at you because it doesn't have eyes, but paying you all the attention you want it to pay to you. And you get a sense that if you say something, it will understand.
Hi.
I'm gonna mental message Zlobs real quick and say, be polite,
I'm going to be so polite.
but really polite.
I'll be extra polite. Here, watch me. Watch this Zlob and magic unfold.
Okay.
I take off my glasses. I let down my hair. Hello there. Just me, a fellow Zlobentry. Nice to be part of this forest with you. How are you today in this early summer season?
I live. My roots are deep.
I live. My roots are deep. That water the other day, that was like extra good. That was like after a long time. It was just really good, right? That rain.
I have seen many rains. That was in the top half.
You know, also the sun. Is it just me, or has the sun just been extra crisp lately too? Did you just lean in? I leaned in too.
What kind of tree did you say you were?
I'm a Zlobin tree. What kind of tree are you? I guess we're already on need to know species terms.
The word that he uses does not have an English or any human language equivalent, but could be distilled down through 10 layers of translation to a northeastern maple.
I pat a nearby root of the tree.
Mindy,
Hello.
let down your hair.
I don't think the tree needs
Trees love loose and flowing, long and flowing.
Well, I like to keep my hair out of my eyes for utility reasons.
Are you also a tree?
Yes. Yes. In my own way.
It is strange that you two trees have just appeared here, as trees do not often appear so much as grow from a seed in exactly the same place.
Well, here let's put our hands on the tree. You can feel our energy, that we have long roots here in Somerville, just like you. Deep roots.
Zlobs, 2d6 plus charm.
Oh no, is that cool? Oh, it's 5.
Oh no.
I'm starting to sense that you two are not trees. Though you do have roots in Somerville.
Yeah, we're trees in a sense. We're trees in the sense that we have grown and are still growing. And we're trees in the sense that we need water. And we're trees in the sense that we we stand in a community of others like us.
And we're hard to knock over.
One of us is hard to knock over.
Really makes you think.
Yeah.
Also, it speaks of the imperfection of your human language. Assuming you are human, which is my guess.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
We are human, but we're currently barky, so it seems we may be somewhere in between for the time being.
Well, if that is the case, then you have gone through much trouble to speak to me.
Very true. We wanted to know what words of wisdom you might have for us.
We have very, very wise plants that we interact with a lot. If you heard of the long stalks at Longstock Field, or a mile that way.
I know of their pollen and seeds. Dangerous, those plants, though not to me. All things are relative.
So true.
Perhaps that is the wisdom that you should remember. That which is dangerous to you is not dangerous to me. That which may be dangerous to me is not dangerous to you. Danger is relative.
Danger is relative. That's true. That is true. I'm thinking of a lot of situations that would apply to us, right, Zlobs?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, 100%.
We're often in danger.
Constantly.
So this is helpful.
I have imparted my wisdom. You must now do the same.
Yep. True. Zlobs is really the wise among us, I would say.
Yep. That's me. That's why they call me Wise Zlobs. Do you want me to go now?
Do you have any wisdom?
Yeah, community is also relative. That we are in a community together, and now by association we're a community with you, and you with the community of who's around you. That you all both are defined by and define that community, and growing into other communities of ones that you haven't made could be very problematic and ruin that balance. And I feel like growing into the other community of that place over there, by gesture towards the store area, feels like it's encroaching. And we all know the feel of our roots being all matted up and crowded out. And it's just that, if I had to give you wisdom now, just off the top of my head, it's like, stay in your community and you'll be rewarded by having a stronger community. I'll also have some tea.
Oh, yes, the tea.
Yeah, we forgot we brought you tea.
Would you like it on the roots or on your trunk?
The roots, please. That's where I do almost all of my drinking.
Makes sense.
Zlobs, I love it. 2d6 plus charm, +1 for the tea, +1 for the very smooth segue.
Ha! Oh, 4.
What?
Oh, I rolled a 3. It wasn't good.
Oh my god.
He's not charming. That's his -1.
Oh.
Tried his best. Tried his darndest.
Did you come all of this way and engage in ritual and pour explosive powders around me simply to tell me that I cannot grow as I see fit?
Yeah.
Zlobs.
You tell truth to trees.
I have a truth. A piece of wisdom.
Yes.
Something I've been thinking about. I think that if you try to help somebody without asking all the important questions, then you may end up, even inadvertently, only helping yourself.
$2d6 plus charm, +1 for the tea.
$12?
Yay!
I would like a 10% equity stake in the flower store. In exchange, I will help with advertising, and I will supplement with my magic.
And what form would you like your 10% in?
Water.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to meet you. Really.
Hold on. We have to lock roots to seal the deal.
I
Lock roots.
grab a root.
Yep.
I shake it a little bit.
Yep.
Lizabella, you return and say that the tree will stop encroaching if it becomes part owner, which concerns her until you essentially explain that it just wants water. So essentially, a 10% equity stake just means Lizabella needs to water the tree for about 5 minutes a day, which she agrees to.
It's advertising. It sounds like it sounds like a good deal for you.
It's not bad.
Does she notice our bark?
She glances down at it once and then maintains eye contact the rest of the time. She presents to you a very, very beautiful bouquet of lilacs and moccasin flowers with greens and various other things. There are a number of things kind of woven through it, held together with twine and these beautiful bits of like colored paper. It is as thoughtful a bouquet of flowers as you've ever seen. And she hands it to you. Well, I suppose I should begin a new employee orientation in the back of my store. Thank you very much for your help.
Does she also know all the plants looking at us?
She is very aware, yes.
Thank you, Miss Isabella.
Thank you, Miss Isabella.
As you leave through the front door, a potted fly trap tries to follow you, but Isabella points and says, no, they're going home now.
We're going home.
We're going home now.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah. Oh, wait, before we go, can I buy 2 sunflowers, please?
Oh.
Yep. You now have $292.
Oh no. I'll keep track.
So this is how we're gonna play it.
I like having money.
2 beautiful sunflowers.
Great. I'm gonna give it to Darby and Morgan.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Cut to a couple hours later. Where are all of you?
We met back at Morgan's.
Makes sense. Let's do this part first. You're in the basement, looking at a giant box. Not giant. You're looking at a box full of something, with a bunch of maker's marks on the side and various documents attached to it. It becomes apparent after you start reading that this is not nano silk.
Oh.
Or specifically not just nano silk. It is it's apparently made of nano silk, but held together with some kind of enchantment. It is referred to in the documentation as a web weave.
Oh.
Web weave.
Web weave.
Web weave.
So this web weave or web woven nano silk is something.
What should we do with this?
Well, first,
don't put it on.
Yeah, first I'm going to sweep for tracking devices.
Oh, good thinking, Zlobs.
Oh, good.
Very smart.
I am a tactical genius.
I just don't want us to get into another scarf situation.
Zlobs 2d6 plus cool.
12. I can roll. Those are great. I'll roll those all day.
Yeah, you, Zlobs, so you end up kind of opening the thing and looking, and yeah, there are no tracking devices in here, but you get your hands on the fabric itself. Now, nano silk is incredibly durable and incredibly soft. Mm-hmm. This has those properties, but it is thicker. You're pretty sure this whole thing works. You got a 12?
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of do like a tactical assessment of this, and this is the moment, Morgan, Darby, Mindy, like, you've seen Zlobs over these years do things that are, you know, reckless, ill-advised, overly enthusiastic. Both of his cars, one of which is now destroyed, look like they're dumpsters occupied by angry raccoons. But
I'm right here, sir.
But in moments like this, as he kind of works his way through what's going on and kind of looking at this and like testing it, and you see the gears spinning, and he starts thinking about practical applications, and you realize, oh, yeah, this kid is a genius. Whatever this stuff is, Zlobs, you think it needs current running through it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Morgan, could you do you see this like little node right here? Could you send like, I don't know, between, you know, like 1 to 2 amps through it, please?
Okay. I touch it. Send one to him.
Yeah.
I punch it.
Zlobs.
Okay.
The genius, everybody.
Hey, here's how this works. When a very precise current is run through it, this web-woven nanosilk does two things. One, it provides an armor rating of 2 for both magical and non-magical damage.
Does that stack?
Yeah. And 2, whoever's wearing it has +1 weird. Ryan is on the couch. He is drinking a smoothie. There is a vase of beautiful flowers sitting on the table. Ryan wrote a card and put it next to it. Did they not have my jacket ready?
Little League.
The Little League. We'll end it right there.
Could we have a team huddle about it?
About the jacket? Yeah.
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 I just
Epilogue number 2. Team
feel
Huddle.
really, really guilty ever since I goofy-tized Ryan. And
Yeah,
I
you
feel
kind of should.
well, Morgan, I hate to point blame, but you're the one who lost his special jacket.
I mean,
It was more me than Morgan.
Listen, it's nobody's fault that Ryan's jacket was burnt up, and it's nobody's fault that Ryan was goofy-tized for several months.
No, that was your fault, Mindy.
That was your fault.
It's no
was your
one's
fault.
real fault. It's all Blittle League
Mindy, that was
business.
your fault.
But listen, I really think that we should all chip in and get him a new one.
How much are they?
Well, it depends on
Two.
the jacket. No.
Probably more
Absolutely
than
not.
probably more than we have right now, but
Probably.
we do have this.
Is that a credit?
I take out a business card that says, "Call when you want to make some real money" on the back. Call when you want to make some real money on the back.
Oh.
We'll end it right there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, real money.
Oh.
Is that what this is for?
Oh, that's what that's for.
Serp set that trap for us weeks ago.
Oh my god.
It was about time
There
we
are some
stumbled into it.
languages where trap and exciting opportunity are the same word.
And that's Little League. Well,
Yeah, I think the language of Blittle League is one of them.